Welcome to Reckless Paradise, everyone. I'm your host, Marissa, and I'm here with my co host, Dystro. Say hi.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, everybody. Happy Sunday, everybody. I hope everybody has had a very good week. Actually, technically, kind of a week and a half, maybe. Um, wow, what a rough week it's been. So here is what has went down before we get into tonight's episode. Um, First of all, I hope everybody is doing well. I hope everybody had a very happy and safe Fourth of July. Um, During the Fourth of July week, going into the weekend, going into the week, my cell tower really kind of pretty much shit the bed, so to speak. My data speeds were very slow. There was a lot of people up here, as you could imagine, because I live on a lake in the mountains. Of course, people are going to be up here boating and ATV riding, setting off fireworks, going to the beach, going swimming, all yada yada. So, because there were so many people up here, my cell tower was heavily congested, which terribly slowed down my speeds. So, unfortunately, I was unable to get an episode out for Sunday. What we ended up doing is we recorded Sunday's episode the next day on Monday night, we recorded it. And I set it to upload for Thursday, which was what? What was Thursday? I think it was the 6th. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
July
that was.
6th. So I had set it to upload on the 6th, which it did. So I'm very happy it uploaded. We did have some difficulties recording that episode, so I apologize if my audio was bad at all, or his, or for whatever reason, just the audio in general was bad. I apologize for that. But it seems like we're kind of getting back on track now. It's Sunday. We're back. I apologize, everybody. This was our first time we've ever had a recording hiccup so far in our 1.5 years of being a show, which is actually pretty good, to be honest.
Yeah, I remember like when we first started out, like I had the headphones with the microphone that I had to talk like this into so that you can hear me.
I remember that. Oh my
But
god.
now I've upgraded to a headset with a mic that I can do this.
Oh, okay. Okay, don't turn into fucking Ken's over there.
Oh.
Or Corey, even. Um, but yeah, I do apologize for that, everybody. But that's actually not bad. Like, for our 1.5 years of being a show, that was our first ever time we had to miss an episode. So that's fine, like, we're doing good.
Mhm.
I'm trying to tell myself that every day.
We're doing good. We're doing live. Fuck it.
Anyways, so I'm hoping we're back on track, but as usual, we will keep you updated in case anything else goes wrong in the near future. So just be aware that we will post updates on our YouTube page. We post it in the community section. We'll type out something. We'll post it. And Dystro has social media. I have social media when I can use it because sometimes the cell tower is wonky. But yeah, so just be sure to keep up to date with the show because sometimes shit like that happens.
Mhm.
Anyways, once again, thank you guys for joining the episode, and we hope you enjoy. So we're on episode 9 of Shoot the Shit. And if you guys don't know what Shoot the Shit is by now, man, have you been living under a rock? Have you not listened to the first 8 episodes of Shoot the Shit? Check that out right now. Like, go.
Mhm.
There's a whole playlist waiting for you. My life's journey the past fucking 8 to 9 months. Dear God.
Ugh. Yeah, we do deeply appreciate you with the support and stuff like that on the episodes too, which for, 1.5 year journey that we've done,
Hmm.
we do greatly appreciate it. We do.
We do.
Can't
You
believe
sound
it's
like you're out
been,
of breath over there.
well, okay. So before we started recording, um, ran into a bit of a snafu.
A snafu. What the fuck? Who the fuck uses that word?
Me, apparently.
Yes,
Um,
you Floridian.
Floridian. So, for those who do not know, I do live with my parents for right now. Hopefully, try to get an apartment sometime in the near future. Fingers crossed. Um, so my mom and dad, my mom has disability and stuff, and she has to have her handicap placard, and so before recording, I was like, she was saying like, "Hey, I need my placard." I was like, "Oh, okay." So we were like looking everywhere in the car and stuff. Could not find it at all. Could not find it. I even looked through like the deep cracks in the car and everything. Could not find it. And then I was like, shit, I know where it is because it's in a Publix bag that I think she just forgot to take it out of. And now that bag is in the trash and that placard's gone somewhere.
Oh.
So she's got no handicap placard for her thing tomorrow, so she can't park up front. And now, like, she has to go to her colonoscopy tomorrow, and she has to probably park in regular parking, or Papa Dystro has to drop her off at the front and then has to go park.
Oh, jeez. That sucks.
So, thinks that she can't have her handicap parking sticker. So that
Oh,
felt great.
that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. Jeez. I was like, he's late. He's late. He's late.
No, I mean yes, but it's like, I mean, she has to go like to the DMV to get another one, but she has to have either a note from the doctor saying that she has to have another one, or she has to figure out like how she can get another one, but she has to pay for it.
Right. Jeez, that sucks.
Yeah, but you live and learn, right?
You live and learn, ladies and gents. But so I guess we've kind of started to shoot the shit. So yeah, it has been a very wild month for me. Especially this month so far. This month has been super stressful, super crazy. Not the wrestler, by the way, not super crazy the wrestler. I'm talking like super crazy. Like I have had appointment after appointment after appointment after fucking appointment. I literally had an eye appointment on the 6th, which was Thursday. That was the day that the breakdown episode uploaded for you guys. I had an eye appointment that day. And then tomorrow, I have to go drop off my cat at the vet. She is getting spayed, finally. She's getting spayed tomorrow. And then after that, the same day, I need to run down to the fair office and drop off my paperwork because I don't think I mentioned this to anybody yet on the show. I am signing up for the art show at the fair, the art exhibit. I over the winter I've been working on some stuff. I've been working on diamond paintings, and I even did an acrylic painting by hand. So I'm gonna put some stuff in the art show this year and see what I win, because no matter what, you win something when you enter. You win a ribbon, you place them, like you place first, second, third, or fourth, or whatever, and you also win cash. Like it'll add up, and they'll give you a check at the fair week, and that's it. It's pretty cool. Like you get to display what you're capable of doing in terms of art, and that's kind of like a hidden talent I have. Like I'm a little bit artistic. I love to do art. I love crafts and stuff like that, especially in the winter because it gets pretty lonely up here in the winter. Especially when you don't go outside in the winter, like I don't, because I get eczema. So I'm gonna be entering the art show, and I have to go drop off my paperwork tomorrow at the fair, and I have to pay a fee to enter. No big deal. It's I think 65 cents per
Painting.
piece, yeah, per piece or something like that. So that's not too bad. I'm entering 4 things, so it's like $2 and some chump change. So that's really not bad because I tell myself I'm gonna win that back and then some.
Yeah, which is true.
Because like even if you get like fourth or fifth, you get I think $2. That's like the minimum.
Yeah.
So like right off the bat, I'm gonna win that back no matter what. So I have to do that tomorrow. And then Tuesday, we need to go pick up Tigger. I also have a doctor's appointment Tuesday. I have
Hmm.
to get it's a follow up with my doctor for 3 months. It's a 3 month follow up, and I gotta get blood work done. Sadly, which I am absolutely terrified because I hate needles. Absolutely hate blood drawing. Absolutely hate it. But I'm gonna try something. I've been told that if you drink a lot of water before you get your blood drawn, like the night before going into the morning of, like if you drink a lot of water, it makes it easier. I don't know if that's true, but I'm
Yeah,
gonna try it.
it is true because like sometimes like when I do my infusions and stuff, like if you drink like a lot of water beforehand and stuff, like the night before, it'll help the person doing your IV and stuff, it'll help them find the veins faster. So
Good
then
to know.
so that you can get in and out quicker.
I'm literally gonna drink a bathtub full of water by tomorrow night. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, when we're on Xbox tomorrow night, I'm literally just gonna be fucking chugging water. I'm
Just
gonna be fucking up all night peeing though. Like, that's gonna suck.
yeah, but it's worth it though, because it's like it'll help the person. Like I said, like like
Find
it'll
your
help
veins.
find your veins up. Because I've learned from experience where it's like if you drink maybe an hour or so prior and stuff, it'll not help them at all. It will
Yeah,
not help them.
I'm just gonna drink the night before, and then I'll drink some like the morning of, just to be safe.
Yeah,
It's not a bad idea anyways, because like it cleans your body out
yeah,
anyways. So I'm gonna
yeah.
do that.
If you do it the night before and then the morning of, it should be fine.
Yeah, I'll be doing that. So that's Tuesday. Wednesday, I've got nothing going on. Thursday. So when I went to the eye doctor on the 6th, because they scheduled me too early, they scheduled me a whole week early. I'm not eligible to get new lenses yet for my frames. I'm keeping my frames. I'm going to reuse them because we paid for them out of pocket 2 years ago. Because I'm not eligible for lenses yet, because my last appointment was in 2021 and it was on the 13th of July. I was supposed to wait until after the 13th to schedule, but they ended up fucking calling me like the week of like June 30th. They called me that week. They're like, hey, you need to schedule an appointment with us. I'm like, okay. They're like, how's July 6th sound? I'm like, okay, that's fine. They fucking should have waited till the following week to schedule me for like the 13th or the 14th or whatever. Like, that would have been much easier, but they did
Yeah.
that. So now my dad has to go drop my glasses off at the eye doctor Thursday morning, and I'm gonna be without glasses for 2 weeks, which that's gonna suck. I mean, I'm gonna have headaches a lot, but
Mm-hmm.
oh well.
You
Oh
could be
well.
blind.
Well, not really. Like, I can kind of see without him. Like, my TV is close enough, so like I can see my TV from where I am in my bed. It's just like when I'm on my phone, I'm gonna have to make my screen a little bit bigger. Like the text, I'm gonna have to make bigger. Like,
Right.
I can see pictures okay. It's just text, like writing, I can't see. But yeah, so that's Thursday, and then after that, I don't think I have anything going on until when I pick up my glasses, which will be 2 weeks from, I think, the 13th. And after that, in August 2nd, I need to go drop off my artwork. I have to go bring it in. And
Mm.
then the fair starts on the 6th.
Yeah. Then I should be there by
Yeah,
Friday.
by the looks of it, I think you're going to be able to make it.
Yeah. Well,
You'll
and
be fine.
plus, and it's funny because I have an appointment went that Wednesday too. Like as soon as you're dropping off your stuff, I have to be at my neurologist by like 11:45 in the morning.
Oh, wow.
But this is
But
like a 6 month follow up thing. But
yeah, but so the next time you guys hear shoot the shit, it'll be after Fair Week. So
hmm
you guys are gonna get to hear all about what we did.
oh boy.
That's gonna be cool, honestly. That's gonna be really cool. I'm excited for that.
hmm
Um, so June was very interesting. Last time we did shoot the shit, we had just started our Foo Fighters pilgrimage, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, we had only, I think, gotten like maybe 2 or 3 albums in. Now we're almost done. We have two
Yeah.
albums left.
Oh man.
It flew by quick. See, now you're getting the feeling. Now you're feeling it. You're gonna feel the
Doing
sadness.
this.
You're gonna feel the sadness that I felt 2 months ago.
Gonna feel the sadness that I felt. um, but thus far, it's like I've been enjoying this one too. Like
Me too.
there's been two albums in mind that was like kind of but
Bad.
the other albums besides those have been like top tier thus far, and we're
I'm
not even
actually,
finished.
yeah, we have 2 albums left, and I'm struggling right now to come up with not only my album ranking, but my top 10 list for the songs.
Oh, well, I already did. Well, I did most of my ranking, and then I've already did my top 10. I already have like honorable mentions and everything.
Geez, you're like me with the Def Leppard shit, except with Def Leppard, I was constantly changing my list, even after the pilgrimage.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Foo Fighters, for me, the albums I'm doing last. That's usually what I do anyways. I rank the albums last when I'm done everything. And then I do the songs like as we go usually, but I'll be honest, I haven't started at all. I have been so busy. I have been so busy lately. Like I haven't had time to sit down and do anything. That might be different tomorrow because it's supposed to freaking rain all day tomorrow. So I might have time tomorrow to do something. But yeah, I have been extremely busy lately. I haven't had time to sit down and do anything like that. But I will get to it, I promise, because we do have the episodes in August. We're going to do that in August, early on, so we can just get it out of the way and move on. Because after we're done Foo Fighters, we're jumping into Van Halen.
Oh boy.
That is going to be fucking fun. I am ready. I'm so ready for this. And we're going in order this time. We're not going to do it random like we usually do.
Yeah, which I mean, I think that makes more logical sense to be honest, because it's like if we keep jumping back and forth like in periods of time and stuff, it just doesn't feel, I
In
guess,
this case, it would be a little confusing
yeah,
because there's David, there's
and then
Sammy, and
Sammy, and
there's the
then
one album with Gary Sharon. It's not like an AC/DC situation where there's more like a variety of everything. Like there's only two singers for AC/DC, but there's more Brian Johnson albums than there are Bon Scott. So it's okay to jump around. But when it comes to Van Halen, there's kind of equal of everything except for Gary Sharon. Gary Sharon only has one album with them. David Lee Roth and Sammy Hagar kind of are neck and neck with albums, in my opinion. Like with how many albums they each produced with Van Halen.
yeah. So it kind of just made more sense to make it into a
Chronological order.
chronological. Yeah.
Yeah, it would be easier that way. Um, so let's see. How else did June go for me? Honestly, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Um,
Well, that's good.
I had that one appointment with Tigger where she needed to get her shots before her stay appointment. She had to get a couple shots. She got a checkup, and she did okay. She was actually really good. Like surprisingly, I thought it was gonna go really bad because like I didn't know how she's gonna react around the vet. But I remember that she's kind of friendly. Like she likes strangers. She's not scared. She is not scared at all. She goes over to my neighbor's house all the time when they're there. And she'll hang out with them. And I'm like frantic. I'm like looking for her. And like 2 hours later I see her come walking from my neighbor's house. I'm like, really? Really? I fucking sat out here for 20 minutes yelling your name and calling you and you're not coming and you wait 2 hours and you're coming from my neighbor's house. You had me worried sick, Tigger. Like that's what she
Like,
does too. It's like
it's funny that your cat's like that, whereas my dog, like when she even sees the sight of like the town like we're going into for the vet, like before we went to the vet over here, she'd go and she knows like something's up, and like I'm like we're not even at the vet yet. Would you quit your whining? It's like,
I mean, like Tigger whined the whole way there and the whole way back because she does not like being in the cat bus. She absolutely hates it. But when we got to the vet, when we took her out and stuff at the vet, when we got into the actual exam room, she was rubbing up against the fucking because there was the vet and then there was like the assistant.
uh-huh.
She was rubbing up against the
Like,
assistant and purring.
hey.
She was purring as if she was right at home, and I'm just like, oh my god, thank God she's being good.
Hmm.
And when they gave her the two shots, she didn't even flinch. She didn't yelp or anything like that. She didn't flinch. I'm like, she's taking it like a trooper. I'm like, damn, this cat is one tough son of a bitch.
But like, I'm like, yeah, like my dog's complete opposite. Like, and plus, like, she'll even whine in the waiting room. That's how bad she
Well, I
is.
mean, Tigger whined too, but like in the
No,
waiting.
like, it's just like, even if she even goes back into the back room and stuff, you even hear, even though my mom's in the room with her or anything, like, she does not like being at the vet. She does not like it at all.
Poor baby.
I'm like, you're one. Get over it.
At the time when Tigger went to go get her shot, she was only 11 months old. She wasn't even a year old yet. Now she is a year old.
She's
She's a
still
fucking
low breath
trooper.
though.
She is a brat. She'll fucking climb up like on my roof Like, so we have like a wishing well, and then we have like a big septic tank outside, and then we have my roof. My roof is actually not far down, like it's not really high up. So like it's actually a good fire escape too. It's like a very safe fire escape. Like it's not a straight jump down. Like you have to climb over shit. So that's
Right.
good. But so she jumps up on my roof nightly now. Not tonight, obviously. I locked her up for the night because I have to be able to get her in the morning. But she'll jump on my roof nightly and she'll meow and she'll beg for me to let her in. And I fucking sneak her in. I take the screen off quietly, put it on the floor, take her, put her on my bed, put the screen back on, and she'll stay in my room until I'm ready to go to bed, and then I'll put her back out. I have to sneak it at night, like nobody knows, I don't think. But anyways, so yeah, she'll be getting spayed tomorrow. I'm a little nervous, but I'm excited. I'm paying out of pocket for her. And it is pricey, but
Oh
it's worth
yeah.
it. It's only a one-time thing, no big deal. Um, but so that was the middle of June. End of June, it was good. And then the fucking 30th hit. I
Oh,
fucking
okay.
so middle of the day, it was like towards the evening. I got on Discord and I thought nothing of it. You know, I was checking server. I get a notification that my ex, who was in our server, left my server. I'm like, huh, okay, what happened there? I thought another thing. I was like, okay, maybe he's just not active. Maybe he just doesn't want to be there because he's not active. Okay, no big deal. So I go to see what else is going on. He's still online on Discord. I'm like, okay, still online, no big deal. Scroll, scroll, scroll. I just happened to notice like about like 2 minutes later he's offline. I'm like, okay. So I check his profile. Next thing you know, it says add friend. I'm like, what the fuck? He unadded me. So I try to go at him, and it says I'm blocked. And I'm like, huh? So context here, kids and adults and everybody in between. Um, him and I were on good terms, like very, very good terms. We had literally just talked that previous Sunday. Like we talked on the phone for like I think an hour and a half before I did the podcast with Dystro that night, and we were on good terms. Like everything seemed fine. Like I didn't think anything of it. Got off the phone and everything was fine. Everything was kosher. Talked to him the next day through text a little bit, not too much though, because I was busy. Yeah, everything was fine. And then like all of a sudden I got blocked on Discord. I just so happened to check Facebook, and it says I have one less friend. I'm like, let me guess, he blocked me. Sure as shit, he blocked me, and on Messenger. So I was like, okay, what happened? What did I do? I checked Snapchat. I'm still not blocked there at literally at this very minute of recording this. I'm still not blocked there, but I don't think he uses Snapchat anymore. I think he got rid of it. So I was like, what the hell's going on? Like, what did I do? Did I do something wrong? Did I say something? I was trying to think, did I say something wrong Sunday night? I'm like, I don't think I did. Like,
Well,
I was literally talking, like I usually would.
and then like that's why I chimed in too. I was saying like, well, I was like, I know me and Kins, we didn't do anything because
Oh, yeah.
you would have heard about it like way off. You would have heard about
I
it.
would have had to sit you kids down and be like, all right, who did this?
Yeah. So yeah, like so she was saying like they were on good terms and all that stuff, and then was it your sister or was it your friend?
My sister.
Yeah, it was your sister that told you what happened.
I had my sister text him because she fucking loves me and she says I'm her favorite sister for whatever reason. Um, I had her text him because she has him on Facebook still and ask what's up. Apparently, talking to me made him sad. I didn't know that at all for like the last 3 months that we'd been talking. Like, he did not really tell me
Well, of
up
course he
front.
didn't tell you anything.
I was like, okay, number one, you can't just fucking sit there and just straight up ghost me without explaining what you're doing and why you're doing that. Like, you can't just fucking block me out of nowhere and expect me not to think that I didn't do anything wrong. Like, that's not right. Like, you do not do that. And this isn't the first time he's done this. He did this to me like when we had broken up like in 2020. Like, we broke up for like about a month. We took a break. Don't really want to go into that because that was the past.
Hmm.
We broke up for about a month and he had blocked me out of nowhere. I'm like, what the hell's going on? Once again, I think I had my friend reach out at that point. But again, I'm not going to go into that. That was forever ago. But yeah, like, so this is not the first time he's done this. So I was like, okay, what the hell did I do this time? Luckily, I didn't do anything wrong, even though I still kind of sometimes feel like I did do something wrong. But I tell myself, okay, I can't be worrying about that. I got myself to worry about. Um, so she reached out to him, and basically, long story short, he was me talking to him was affecting him negatively, is making him sad. And then get this, my friend, who I was actually just texting minutes before we started recording. I've been texting her for the last hour. Um, my friend, who actually listens to our show, by the way, shout out if you know who you are. She was talking to him earlier, and he opened up to her about how he hasn't technically moved on. Like, he, like, part of him still loves me and all this, yada, yada, yada. And I'm just sitting here like, I kind of feel bad because, like, I have moved on. Like, I have 100% moved on, and I am happy. I'm very happy with life right now. I'm very happy with who I'm surrounded with when it comes to friends. I have my head in the game. I know what I want to do with my life. I want to be a radio host with you. We need to run our own show on the radio, get ourselves on FM radio. And I got this podcast as like a starter up, I guess we'll call it. And like my passion for music has like ignited a fire inside of me. Like, I fucking love music. So like, I am happy. I've been happy for 2 years now. And like, I'm just sitting over here while he's kind of drinking his sorrows away. Like, literally, he drinks a lot now. And I don't mean to say that on air, but this is shoot the shit. And anything we say here is uncensored, uncut, clean, whatever you want to call it. It's shoot the shit, guys. We talk about everything.
It's all killer, no filler.
Hell yeah. Like, also, no pun intended. I just got that. But yeah, like, he's drinking his sorrows away. He drinks. And even when we were talking for like about 3 months, he was mentioning drinking a lot. And I'm like, okay. Like, at first, I didn't think anything of it. I was like, okay, he's 21. He's just having an occasional drink. Then it got to the point where I was texting him once a week. And I'd usually text him on a Friday, a Saturday, or a Sunday. Like, during the weekend, I would text him. Each time I text him, he'd be like, hey, sorry I replied late. Like, this is just an example. I stayed with my friends till 6 a.m. and drank. Like, that's just an example. And then it was like the next weekend, he drank. Or he was drinking while we were texting. I'm like, oh man. I'm like, why are you drinking? And he's like, oh, I'm trying to drink up this old bottle of blah, blah, blah. Or my dad bought this whole case of blah, 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 and we're trying to drink it up before it goes bad. I'm just in here like, does alcohol go bad? I'm not a drinker, so I wouldn't know.
I mean, not really.
It takes forever for alcohol to go bad, doesn't it?
Yeah, it kind of takes a little bit.
So I'm just sitting here like, okay, now something's going on. And like, I guess I didn't really catch on until after we kind of stopped talking, which was literally like a couple weeks ago. And then, so I had my friend sending me screenshots of what she was saying to him and blah, 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 back and forth. And apparently he's still drinking. And basically, like, she was kind of concerned. And obviously, I'd be a little concerned too. But again, I have to worry about myself. You know, I can't spend my hours upon hours worrying about him anymore like I used to. It's super unhealthy. I don't mean to sound selfish, but I have to worry about myself too because I am never going back to the dark place I was in.
It's like, always put yourself first before others.
Absolutely. And I've learned that. I seriously have learned that. Yeah, he's basically saying that she shouldn't be worried about him and stuff like that. Sorry, I'm trying to go through the fucking screenshots right now.
Like, what the fuck did he say?
Basically, long story short, I'm gonna sum it up basically saying like a part of him still loves me and misses me and stuff like that, but he knows that he will never be able to trust me again for whatever fucking reason. Basically every time he's talked to me, it's kind of like spiraled a little bit of like troublesome thoughts in his head between like good memories and bad memories. I had the same feeling, but like I've kind of moved forward from that. Like, I hadn't let it overpower me to the point where I kind of just like stopped functioning. Like, yeah, I cried sometimes, but like I didn't go into like
deep depression,
an absolute deep depression where I was depressed for days upon days on end.
Yeah.
And I didn't have that trigger to drink because like I haven't drank in 2 years and I'm never going to drink again. Mark my word. So it's so confusing the way he words stuff sometimes too.
Are you sure he wasn't drunk when he was trying to do that?
I'm gonna assume maybe he was buzzed. I'm assuming like everything was spelt right, but like even when he's sober, he has this weird way of wording things. It's like really mythical.
Yeah, because I remember like some of the screenshots you showed me of.
Wait. Oh, what am I doing? I could just send this to you right now, and you could read it while I'm doing it.
Yeah, because like I remember like some of the screenshots you sent me of like the messages that you and him like had like did before, and like some of the stuff like you were telling me like what he had said like kind of like it was like mentally and like emotionally kind of messed you up a little bit. I'm like, okay, well, and then like he's all sciencey now. So
Like, I am not the one to use big words ever. I'm simple. I'm a simple bitch. I just
that
talk
he
to it
is.
more. I just sent you the messages. If you want to take a look at them, you can. If you don't want to right now, I completely understand. But yeah, so I was like, okay, I kind of feel bad, but at the same time, I don't because like I have taken those steps to move forward. I'm not just sitting there drinking my life away, dwelling on the past. I'm not just sitting there anymore and doing that. I did that at first when we broke up, but like over time, it got easier and I moved forward and I kept pushing myself to move forward. I was motivating myself and I surrounded myself with good people. And I found a hobby that I really like to do. And I fell in love with music again. So, but this time even deeper. So it's like, I've done, like, instead of sitting there and like wallowing and like kind of like draining myself out, so to speak, to people, like, kind of like, you know what I mean? Like, instead of like I don't want to say complaining because it wouldn't be complaining. Help me out here. I
Just
can't word.
expressing your thoughts and stuff to people. Because I know like
Instead of saddening up a conversation like every day of my life,
yeah.
I actually got off my ass and learned to walk again. No pun intended.
Learn
Pun
to
city tonight.
walk again.
Instead of fucking just sitting there saddening up a conversation, I got up, fucking made myself move on. I pushed myself daily to do stuff, even if it was small. Like, even just getting out of bed and getting in the shower was a big thing for me when I was going through it. And I feel like once I stopped drinking, that also helped a lot, especially
Mhm.
after the last breakdown I had when I drank. That helped a lot. So, like, I don't know, like, I feel like an overwhelmingly sense of like proudness and pride for myself. As much as it sounds really bad to some people, for me it sounds pretty damn good because 2 years ago I had very low self-esteem, and like I can kind of tell he does too, but like it takes time to get out of it. It really does. But it's been 2 years. Like, you're telling me you have not even attempted to get out of it within the last 2 years?
Hey, it's like, hey, from your experiences of people can change. You know this.
In more ways than one.
Yeah. But I mean, because you put on your Snap story too, like
Ugh.
you broke your silence about this,
I did.
and and you were saying like like you're like it was like 90% of, was it March? You
March.
said
I was fucking sad. Like 90% of March.
it was like 90% of March that you were venting to me, which I mean I'm always there,
I
So
fucking cried. Like, I literally had to pause my game sometimes just to vent and to cry. Like, we were playing Roblox one day, I remember, and I just started fucking crying. It was just like, it just sucks, you know?
I remember the one night we were you were done doing the pod, and we were we were watching ROH,
Mm-hmm.
and you broke down,
Oh, yeah,
and
this was recent,
yeah,
too.
this was recent, and we haven't even started the first match yet, and you just broke down,
What
and
was I, what were we
you
talking about,
we
too?
we, we were talking about the
Oh,
your memories and stuff, like you'll never
yeah,
get those
because
back.
that was a night that was the last night I talked to him, too.
Hmm.
Really, the night that him and I called that I was just talking about. Yeah, okay, I know what you're talking about now. Um, yeah,
Yeah, I
like
remember.
almost all of March I was sad, and like half of the first half of April I was very bitter. If you guys remember that shoot the shit episode, God bless y'all. Like, I was so fucking bitter. I was bitter and angry. Like, my sadness turned to bitter. Like, it
It
was
turned to
just
anger,
terrible because there was some shit that he said that kind of just like,
rubbed you the wrong way.
it did. It set me off a little bit. So I kind of went on a tangent on the show, which, hey, shoot the shit. It's like a therapy session. Um, I'm sure people like hearing my gossip sometimes. I mean, everybody deserves to hear it. Um, I've held back enough. Um, but yeah, like I was so fucking bitter, and like now I'm kind of feeling a little bitter again in some aspect, but at the same time I'm like, okay, still need to be proud of myself for what I have overcome, for where I
Mhm.
am now in my head. Like mentally, I am in the best shape I've been in a very long time, and just the fact that I have stayed away from alcohol, stayed away from drugs, didn't fall on those to sort of keep me sane, keep me happy, which I don't need to be sane. I'm fine. I'm crazy. I'm fine. Um, crazy for Def Leppard, but but yeah,
I'm
like
fine.
I don't need alcohol. I don't need drugs. I don't need to fall back on anything like that to keep me happy. To like, I'm not like. So there was this thing he said in the messages where it's like he's trying to numb like
Yeah,
some.
I saw that.
You read it? Okay, I didn't know if you read.
Yeah, I was looking at it, and the one thing that kind of like made me kind of chuckle, it was like the whole thing feels dampened like one with a fire from crackling roaring to smoldering
Yeah,
humming. Like what?
I was like, what? Help!
This is a fucking novel you're reading, dude?
That's what I mean. That's how he talks. It's just like, oh my god. And the thing is, he didn't start doing that until like after we split. I'm just like, what the hell is going on, man? Like, what
I,
have he turned into?
I love the like kind of last message he wrote. If you're worried about me, you shouldn't be. I may be downtrodden, but I will never break. There's too much I care about and want to do with in my life. Giving up is never an option. I love the response. Sounds like to me you need to find whatever that piece of your puzzle that held you all together. It's like,
I even told her too. I was like, thank you for saying that.
yeah, and it's like
Hello.
you know who you are. We
Yes, I'll
love
tell you.
you. We love you.
I'll tell you who it is after the show too. Like I'll tell you through text because I won't be on VC. But yeah, like dude, I'm sorry, but you cannot numb the pain with alcohol and drugs. I can say this myself, and I'm sorry if any of my family is listening, but I'm gonna tell you this right now. Alcohol fucks families up. It really does.
Hmm.
And I'm just saying this for myself. I'm 21 now. I am an adult. I can say whatever the hell I want. I'm not a kid anymore. If family doesn't like what I have to say, it's fine. I am an adult. I have my own personal opinions. And I've seen enough in my 21 years of being alive. Alcohol fucking ruins friendships. It ruins families. It ruins relationships. So does fucking drugs, Drugs, same fucking thing. It ruins lives.
Ruins families too.
Yeah, lives. You know what I mean? Lives.
Yes.
It includes families. Um,
See, this is that bitterness coming out.
yes, it is. It's just I've seen enough in my 21 years of being alive with my family. Obviously, my parents are not together, as you guys probably already know. My parents are not together. I've been living with my dad for 4 years now. Um, it really fucks families up. It fucks friendships up. And that's why I choose to break that stigma. I choose to not drink. I choose not to smoke. I don't do drugs. I steer away from that. It's just I'd rather break the stigma now and set a good example for my sisters. And not only that, I have a younger cousin too, who's over in Canada. I'd like to set an example for as well. Yeah. It's just like I want to break that stigma. I don't want to be another victim. I want to be
Just another victim.
up here. Like I want to be at the
Like
top of the
Cloud
game.
Nine.
Yeah. Cloud9 finally found seven. Fucking Def Leppard. I don't remember the lyrics. It's from Fire It Up, and I finally
Fire it up. But I don't blame you at all. Like one of my aunt, you know who you are, shouts out. The rock and roll aunt. Uh
yeah.
she's like, man, like sometimes like it's like it breaks my heart sometimes because it's like she's when she had to deal with my uncle's death like several years like long ago, like he's the uncle that played in a rock band and he like played guitar and he could do it by ear and all that stuff. He passed away from cancer several years ago.
Oh.
um and when she was trying to cope with the pain, she turned to uh, smoking and
Hmm.
drinking. It didn't get to the point where she was drunk off her ass every day in, day out. It was just here and there. It's just because like every time that it keeps getting brought up, it's just like that's her creative outlet
Hmm.
and stuff. And like I think she is getting better. It just takes
It takes time.
yeah, it takes time to get over that. And I know like it'll take her some time to get over that. Like I mean, it's been since '09 when he passed.
Oh
And
wow,
yeah, so it's like it's been a long time.
almost 14 years.
Yeah. So like it's been a long time for her to grieve and stuff, and I know she has grieved and stuff, and I still miss my uncle to this day. It's like sometimes like it's just to move on. Like I mean she has moved on, but it's just like there's that still little piece of her that still is like she still remembers him though, which is a good thing.
Yeah,
Um but like yeah, it just ruins a lot of things for a lot of people.
it really
It,
does.
um but other than that, put that sappy stuff aside. Um
But
I yeah,
yeah.
but do you want me to talk about my month, shall we say?
Yeah, we're at 41 minutes, but we can talk about it.
Okay. So I'm probably gonna keep mine kind of short and sweet. So my past, few months they were good. They were awesome. Been getting some like likes and stuff and retweets from like wrestlers on Twitter. No big deal. But but like this is why I wanted to come on to the for the shoot. I wanted to save this for the shoot the shit because I was gonna tell you yesterday, but then I was like, I'll wait. So the other day, I was working at Jimmy John's, uh, and there was this lady had called the store, and she had ordered her sandwich and stuff. She ordered three oatmeal raisin cookies, sorry, and then three chocolate chip cookies and a fudge brownie and her sandwich and a large unsweet tea.
Oh my god.
It came out to like $34, give or take, like if you rounded it up. So she had called the store and she's talking to my manager. She goes, "Hey, just letting you know, I'm blind."
Oh.
So I was like, "Okay, she's blind." Okay, I was like, "Okay." And my boss was like, he looked at me and he was like, "Are you okay with taking this?" I was like, "Yeah, sure, like whatever." It's like, like whatever. Because the other driver had taken her, delivery and all that stuff, and I was like, "Yeah," "Yeah, sure, whatever." So it was like a balance deal. So I had to get, a driver's bank and all that stuff. And my boss was like, "Hey, as soon as you get to the house, call her and tell her like, hey, I'm outside. Is this the correct house number? Yada 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 and all that stuff. Do you want me to come in?" And I was like, okay. So I, drove to the house, parked, called the number. I said, hey, is this, Miss So and so? And she was like, yes, it is. And she's like, I was like, okay. I'm like, I'm outside. And she goes, oh, okay, come on in. The door is unlocked. I was like, oh, okay. So I'm like, okay. I'm like trying to like mentally prepare myself for going into this woman's house because I was like, okay, she's gonna have a dog or she's gonna have like a dog like sick on me or something like that. I'm just mentally preparing myself. So, which I mean, a lot of people do. So I just opened the door and I was like, Miss whatever and stuff. And I was like, hello? She goes, I'm in here. And she's in like a little living room. She's got like a table in front of her and stuff, and she's sitting on her couch and stuff. And I was like, hello. and she was like, "Hi," like she was super friendly, like the nicest woman in the world. Um, and she was just like, how much do I owe you? I was like, it was like 33.44 and stuff. And she go, oh, okay. And she hands me a $50 bill.
Oh boy.
And I'm like, oh, I was like, well, thank you. And I asked her, I said, do you want me to break this for you? And she goes, oh, no, you keep it.
Wow.
She was like, I wanted you to have a nice gift because a nice tip because she was like, I felt so bad. because she felt
Oh.
because she felt bad because like she was like because she's blind and she didn't have any food in the house and her caregiver had to go do something because it was an emergency. It was a family emergency that the the caregiver had to go to.
Wow.
So the lady the lady was like, I felt so bad, and she said I wanted the driver who I was getting the food from. She was like, I wanted them to have a nice tip.
Wow.
So she gave me a $50 bill. And I was like,
Jeez.
"Oh," I was like, "Well, thank you." I said, "I do like greatly appreciate that." I think you have a blessed day. And she goes, "Thank you, you too." I was like, "Okay." I even asked her, I was like, "Where do you want the food and where do you want the drink?" She said, "Oh, just put it on the table right there." I was like, "Okay, cool." And then I just walked out the door, like like close the door gently, not like like slammed it or anything, not slam it or anything. and, um, and I walk into the car and I get into the car, start up the car and all that stuff. And I drive like maybe maybe a few miles, like maybe a few kilometers, maybe down the road and stuff. And I start like fist pumping the air. And I'm like just dancing and stuff. I turn the radio up real loud and stuff. And it's the song like never gonna pick up my stride. Nothing's gonna slow
Oh
me
god.
down. Uh
It's like a
oh.
fucking movie scene or something.
Yeah, it was literally a movie scene. I was like, yes. I was like, and I even said on my way to the store, I said, I love that lady because that made my day.
That's
Because
good.
I was like, I never had gotten a tip that big before.
That's awesome.
I was like, yes.
Oh
But
god.
I wanted to save that to till for this because I was like, I mean, I had to save it.
Yeah.
They're 5 pieces.
Ugh.
Oh my god. But jeez. That's crazy though. Like get that big of a tip. That's like cuz my dad works at the car wash. They make tips too. Like up where he goes to work. Like they make tips too, especially in the winter. Cuz like I say all the time, in the wintertime everybody wants to get the salt and sand off the cars. So everybody's going to start rolling in and they do them by the hundreds in the winter per day.
Yeah, it's like some of the people that tip us and stuff like they'll give us like not that big of a tip or anything, but it's just like it helps. Like it helps
It really
us.
does.
So it's like I really do appreciate that woman. I hope like she enjoyed her food because I loved giving that to I loved delivering it to her. She was very sweet.
That's cool. Jeez. Well, at least we're ending the episode on a bittersweet note, as we should. So, unfortunately, that's going to wrap up episode 9 of Shoot the Shit. We're out of time here. I hope you guys enjoyed our episode. So, the next time we do Shoot the Shit, it will be after Fair Week. So, once again, you guys get to hear all about our adventures at the fair. This could be fun. I'm ready.
I'm excited.
I'm ready to get fat on food. Oh man. So, I don't even know what our next episode is. Let me see. So, our next episode is going to be set for this Thursday, if all goes well. It will be the breakdown of Billy Talent 2. This album actually just had its anniversary pass about a week and a half ago, back at the end of June, I believe. So, pretty decent timing to do this. Dystro has the notes for the song meanings because he does the Billy Talent ones now. So, I'm excited for this one. This is a good album.
It's a lot. It was a lot of writing.
And it's a pretty long album too. I think it's like what? 12, 13 tracks.
13.
Yeah, it's fucking long, but I'm ready, and I'm sure you're ready. I mean, there's no album that we can't do. I mean, the longest album we went over for the breakdown so far, I think it was Hysteria.
Yeah, because
Hysteria had 12.
yeah, that was the longest one, I think.
That was a good one. But yeah, if you guys are interested in seeing that, please be sure to tune in this Thursday for Billy Talent too. And I also had tonight's song of the night for you guys. So, on this day in 1946, the late great Bon Scott, formerly known as the lead singer of AC/DC, was born on this day. He would have been 77 years old if he was still alive. Sadly, he passed away back in 1980 due to acute alcohol poisoning. He was in his early 30s when he had passed. We've talked about this before in the past as well when we did the AC/DC stuff way back. Feels like forever ago now. So I figured it'd be the perfect night to pick a Bon Scott themed song. So I'm gonna go with a track from Powerage. I just re-listened to Powerage not too long ago, back in June, and I fucking absolutely loved that album. I'd have to say it's probably my favorite Bon Scott album now, to be honest. So if I were to change my rankings, I think I'd put Highway to Hell just a hair lower, and I would shoot Powerage to the moon. No pun intended. So tonight's song from the album Powerage, I'm gonna go with Rock and Roll Damnation, which is the opening track. It's so fucking good. And honestly, I kind of feel bad. I kind of shunned this album a little bit when we did the original ranking for this year. Actually, technically, it was last year we did it, but yeah, Rock and Roll Damnation. That is tonight's song of the night by AC/DC. If you guys want to take a listen, please be sure to click on the top right hand corner of our episode. There will be a link that pops up at the very end. Go ahead and take a listen. Very, very good song, and it's a good way to pay tribute to Bon on his birthday. So, if you guys stuck around to the very end, we of course greatly appreciate your support. It is very important that you follow us on social media by clicking on our link in the description below, which will take you to Linktree. We have Instagram, TikTok, Reddit, and Twitter, I believe. Yeah, we have Twitter. We use those to try to keep you guys updated with the pod, but we also use our community section on our YouTube page. We will post updates when something goes wrong and we cannot upload. So it's very essential that you guys follow us there. I cannot stress that to you guys enough because we need to keep you guys updated when we can't upload, just like last week. But yeah, so be sure to go follow us there. Go subscribe to Dystro's YouTube channel. He's over 800 subscribers now, so we're trying to get him up to 900. What are you at right now? Have you moved?
I'm at 809.
Okay, so you did move a little bit. That's good. So if you
Yeah.
guys are wondering, Dystro posts weekly gaming content on his channel. Recently we just did 2K23, did some really, really funny shit. We've done GTA, we've done Forza, we've done Roblox, we've done a little bit of everything. So be sure to go subscribe to him. We also post gaming clips on our channel now for the pod. So go check them out as well. Once again, listen to tonight's song of the night, Rock and Roll Damnation by AC/DC, and that's it. Thanks for listening, guys, and we'll hopefully catch you guys this Thursday. Peace.
Peace.